If you're having a hard time finding your first profitable product to sell on Amazon, trust me, I've been there. I started my personal Amazon business about 6 years ago, and I actually gave up the first time I tried until I came back and implemented some of the things that I'm going to break down for you in today's video. But if you're brand new to the channel, my name's Warner from SellerAmp, and it's our goal to give you the tools and the knowledge that you need to go out and crush the game selling on Amazon. So in today's video, I'm going to give you 4 actionable steps that you can actually go out and start doing in your own Amazon business. These are the exact things that I've seen successful Amazon sellers implement even after they were struggling in the beginning and eventually go on to build a thriving business. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop into the computer back here, and I'll give you some specific steps that you can take to start finding your first winning products. So I want to start by breaking down probably the most important thing that you need to understand about starting Amazon FBA, and that's that you should just take the simple route of selling name brand products. For example, here today, I noticed that there was a big super cheap sale on a lot of Puma branded items. It's a really popular brand that a lot of people buy on Amazon, and we can find items like this pair of shoes right here, where we can sell this exact same thing for 30 bucks, but over on that Puma website sale, we're able to find it for about $12.99. And so when we plug that into our tool SellerAmp here, we can see that after our coupon, so we can just go $12.99 times 0.80 because we have that 20% code, and we're buying these for $10.40, and then we're going to go ahead and sell them for about $30, right? So we make an $8 profit, and this is a lot simpler than some of the other stuff you'll see out there where you're creating your own product and doing marketing and buying ads and all that kind of stuff. But it doesn't stop just at finding those name brand products. And a lot of people look at that and think that it's a little bit simpler than it actually is. It would be amazing if you could just look at a bunch of stuff at retail price and make a bunch of profit. This was the key that I didn't really understand when I first started selling on Amazon, is that I needed to be really good at finding different discounts. For example, on this pair of slides here, you'll notice that if we had to pay full price for this and we didn't just go the extra mile to find that quick coupon there, we would have had to pay 13 bucks and we would have made less profit. And a lot of times, this is what really frustrated me, is that I wasn't able to find anything profitably at all because I wasn't looking at the right discount methods. And so if you're not quite sure where to look, where to start finding good items that you can actually sell, start looking at websites like Retail Me Not. There's also free ones like Capital One Shopping. Any of these big websites that list a bunch of the sales that are going on major retailers is a great place to start. So for example, we can just see what's on sale on different beauty websites right now, right? Ulta, they've got a 20% coupon, and Bath and Body Works, they're doing a little bit of a sale, right? So what I do is I just quickly dive into a lot of these websites here, and I try to find a website that is going to give me some cheap products in a certain brand that I know I might be able to sell on Amazon. So for example, we can look at something like Thrive Cosmetics here, right? So 20% off your order. If you don't know much about selling on Amazon yet, that's the first step of the process, right? We just need to figure out where we can get cheap inventory before we dive in. That was the big mistake that I made. That's the big mistake that I see a lot of new Amazon sellers make, is that they just go ahead and dive straight in. They just want to start sourcing products, which I love the enthusiasm, but it's really important to have a little bit of an idea of where you can maybe find some cheap products, right? So for example, Thrive Cosmetics today, they're doing that 20% off sale. And so if we want to find some of these products profitably, what we can do is we can just start searching Thrive Cosmetics right there. And so instead of randomly looking at websites, randomly looking at Walmart.com or Target.com, like a lot of popular new Amazon sellers will start doing, find something that's cheap and then start seeing if we can find it profitably. Let's just open up one of these listings here, and I'll show you another major hack with our tool SellerAmp that's going to make this even easier for you. And when I found this hack for my business, it literally changed my personal Amazon business, and now we get to help show you guys how to use it here as well. What I am looking for on this item right here is, since somebody else has already done the work of sourcing this sale that I was able to find, I just want to see and look at what products that they already found, right? So this seller, they've got about 228 feedback, so they clearly know what they're doing. They're making money selling on Amazon, and it looks like they have 4 different products that are Thrive Cosmetics branded that we might be able to sell on Amazon ourselves. For example, this brilliant highlighting stick. Let's go brightener. Let's see. What are we looking at? So we're looking for brightener. Muna is the color right there. So actually it took us straight to it, and we can buy these for 26 bucks. Over on Amazon, the price is about $30. So let's just go ahead and do a quick example here. This is literally the first product we've looked at. So selling for 34 bucks, we can get it for 26, and we can get a 20% coupon. We already did that research, right? This is literally the first product we're looking at. Didn't look at this ahead of time or anything like that. This is a $5.76 profit. We would like to see a little bit more ROI than that. I usually like to look for 30, 35 at bare minimum. But honestly, for this being the first product we looked at, and hopefully that kind of helps show you how powerful this method is, where even though you don't quite understand what items you should be selling on Amazon, as long as you find a place that they're cheap today, you can let somebody else do the homework for you, basically. So the same goes for the Puma sale, basically. So we can just go ahead and go back to one of those Puma slide listings we were looking at. Let's go Puma slides. And so now, instead of looking through the entire Puma website ourselves, if you're brand new to selling on Amazon, that's probably not going to make a lot of sense to you. We can just go ahead and open up. Let's check out this seller. They got 72 feedback. I usually like to to keep it where they don't have a ton of feedback like this other seller did here. They had like 100,000. That's a crazy big seller there. And we can also see right here, here's all the Puma products. We know that Puma products are really cheap at the website today, and they've already done the work to see which of them might be good, basically. So then it's our job to go through the storefront stocking feature of SellerAmp here. We can see max cost is 11 bucks. It's 9 bucks here. It's 7 bucks here. And you're just trying to build that back of mind sourcing muscle where you know, oh, that pair of slides is on sale for $12.99 and there's a 20% coupon. We already learned that together, right? And so there's a good shot that this pair of slides right here, we might be able to make some profit on. So $11.36 is that max cost that we can pay for it to be profitable. And we can just go ahead and see quickly if this is another winner, right? Let's see, black gold right there. Some of the sizes are out of stock, so this one could be out of stock. But like I said, this is literally just showing you how the example works here. Go ahead and open up that Amazon listing. So just make really good use of these buttons here, by the way. It just shortcuts you nicely to where you're going. Size 8. Okay, so the size 8's in stock and those are profitable. We could see like size 5 though. Size 5, let's see, those are 25 bucks. We're making $4 profit, all that kind of stuff. And so after we're paying that $10.40 after that coupon, like I said, we started building that back of mind knowledge. We applied that to other products that we're looking at. And now here's a brand new profitable product that we found live here within, I've been recording for 12 minutes. So we were able to find another couple dollars worth of profit on this item. We can probably sell this item at least 10 to 20 times a month, probably a lot more than that, because SellerAmp is telling us that this variation is super popular. This pair of shoes sells over 1,500 times a month, split between all the different colors and all that good stuff. So we could probably capture a good amount of the sales on there, right? So that's what I would do if you're a true beginner to the Amazon space. And as you start to master the kind of product sourcing basics, you're learning what good products look like, what good products don't look like, then this is where probably the way that I do the vast majority of my sourcing comes into play. And this is manual sourcing, right? I like to source by looking directly at the sales. And that's a privilege that I've built up because I did enough reverse sourcing to understand what good products look like in certain brands, what bad products look like. By the way, you can also here's a nice little 10% cash back bonus. So on top of all this profitable item we're finding here, we could also add some cash back on top of that. And so one thing that you can do to make this a little bit easier, like here's that pair of slides that we started this video off of, right? We can just go ahead and press the SellerAmp Chrome extension here, and that's going to start looking up the item for me basically, right? So I can see this sales rank is really high. It's the 300,000th best-selling pair of shoes. Probably not going to be selling super fast. I usually like to look under 150 to 200K or so. So this one's towards the higher end of that range I like to look at, but we already know that this is profitable because we started the video with it, right? So if you're not sure if any of these other ones might be profitable, you just go ahead and start doing the same thing, right? So we go ahead and use SaaS search right there. By the way, you can also just click the Chrome extension and it'll grab the title of the item. In this case, we should probably add a little bit of a Puma there. And so yeah, I'm not sure if these are going to be profitable, but we can go ahead and check it out. So here's these 10-inch shorts. We can go ahead and quickly see if those are, yeah, so 10-inch inseam right there. Sweet. So these are the 10-inch shorts. We can see if there's any other listings for the 10-inch shorts as well. That's a really big one. And that's why you want to use a tool like this where you're manually looking up the product names and all that kind of stuff. Some of the tools that are out there that kind of claim to do it automatically usually miss a lot of the listings that either the title is wrong, the UPC is wrong, it's a multi-pack, all this kind of stuff that makes us as Amazon sellers way more money because those listings are hard to find. And digging through the weeds like this kind of stuff is really going to build you a long-term business, right? So we can just go ahead and dive in on this. And yeah, so 75K BSR, this particular size is not super profitable. We can just quickly click between some of these blacks here. I know, did we have any other colors? So we do actually have a good amount of other colors. So gray heather, we've also got this pea coat color. So yeah, we could go ahead and quickly dive in here. We can go to the variations tab right here. And this is going to show me what sells the best, both in terms of color and size. So Puma Black is the best selling and extra large. So we can just go from there and see if any of these are at our ideal price. In this case, it looks like a lot of these are around like 15 bucks or so. So I'd probably keep it rolling past this. Try to find another item like those pair of shoes where it was just jumping off the page. And actually, now that I said that, I clicked the extra large there. Do we have the extra larges in stock on black? Or I think it was double XL, right? Yeah, double XL. These are $14.99. See, $14.99 times 0.80. And yeah, there's another profitable item. Just different ways to source. I wasn't using either of those. I was literally just like looking through websites, copy pasting this title into Amazon. And then I try to find it from there. And it just gets a lot harder from there, right? Having all these little kind of quick time savers, if you can save a couple seconds on every item that you look at, it's just a numbers game of looking at as many products as you can, to be honest with you. And then you're just going to start developing that knowledge, that kind of understanding of what products are overpriced, what products are underpriced, and then you dive in and start making arbitrage on that. So it's in the name of the business model, online arbitrage. We're just trying to find the differences in the prices between these different websites and all that kind of stuff. And it looks like in this example here, we found another pretty decent product, an all black. We could just go ahead and double check and see if that variation sells. Let's check. So double XL's got 15%. And then we already decided that the black right there sells pretty well as well. So yeah, this should be a good item for us, right? So we could sell another 10, 20, 30 of those every single month. And just in the course of this video here, we found 3 different products that you might be able able to go ahead, pull the trigger on, and start sourcing in your own Amazon business. And so I'd really recommend that you steal some of these strategies here that we're breaking down today. If you don't already have SellerAmp, I know the next question is probably, what does it cost? It costs less than 20 bucks a month to go ahead and get set up, get started. There's also a 2-week free trial that you can go ahead and activate down below. So follow along with the stuff that we broke down today. There's plenty of other videos on the channel that show you how to source products as well. And you can also leave a comment down below or contact our support if you ever need any help with selling on Amazon. But I really hope you enjoyed this video and you got some value from it. If you did, please feel free to hit that subscribe button, like, all that good stuff while you're on the way out. But we really appreciate you watching this video. Excited to see your growth on Amazon, and we will see you next time.